Well, hello. Thank you for being with me today, Kelly. I'm delighted you're here. And during this time, we'll be talking about your experience with time management coaching. So we'll start out, just tell everyone just a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. One, I'm so glad to be here. My name is Kelly Vincent. I'm a CPA. I'm actually located in Texas, and I actually help people with taxes, tax planning, and kind of all types of business advisory.
Perfect. Great. And could you tell us just a little bit about what your situation was? Like what made you interested in time management coaching or getting help with your time management?
Yeah. So it kind of goes back a little bit. I've spent years like reading books and doing programs and courses and things, and um, just trying to get my schedule down just right. And um, I kept just hitting a wall. My life changed quite a bit mid last year in 2025, and I added on some additional things, and I just wasn't able to really have my schedule work for me. And as much as I'd learned and tried before, I just felt like I just kept hitting a wall that I just couldn't get through. Just because a lot of times those programs are really meant like to a broad scale and not specifically my schedule and my timeline and what I really wanted to do. So I think I really kind of came in like with knowing what was on my plate and what was on my schedule. I just couldn't get it to work. And that was really important for me is to work specifically with my calendar, with my responsibilities and learn how the best way to manage those and really to be efficient with my time and my expectations. So
Yeah, for sure. And you were balancing a lot, not only with your business, but then also volunteer work and family and all of that. So definitely some complexity there. And
absolutely.
what were some of the results you achieved from working with me?
Yeah, so like right off the bat, I think just like when we started to go through my schedule and look at the volunteer time and really like where I had things stacked, it just wasn't really fitting me well. It wasn't really fruitful for my time. And so you really helped me be able to see where I could easily move some things and really create some synergy within my calendar where I didn't have to say no to something I really wanted to do, but I just was able to have it rescheduled and make it work better for me. I think it was also important to say that I was actually trying to take on more responsibility in this. So I was trying to look for more hours to be able to put into, I felt like an already jam-packed schedule. So really being able to realign my schedule allowed to be able to fit that balance with what I was looking for. So yeah, it super helpful.
Yeah, no, that was awesome because we rearranged some of your volunteer time, rearranged some other personal appointments, and then all
That's
of a
right.
sudden you didn't have like lost truncated days where you couldn't get anything done. And could you
Right.
share a little bit about the expectations? Because I know that that was a big thing too, just in terms of us working through like what's realistic, what's not realistic, where can I say yes or no, not like over volunteer. Do you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think it's really important. Like I've made some quite a bit of changes in my life before taking on this responsibility, and I knew what self-care looked like. I knew like how like having at the end of the day, like having some space. I feel like that was a big expectation for me, is that I wasn't losing that, but I kept losing it the way that I was trying to manage it before, and so just that's kind of hitting that wall. And so my expectation in working together was how do I really still have time to like have family time and to like downtime, some free space in my time, and not just be working all the time or not volunteering all the time. So just really being able to see the overall calendar be able to be aligned. So I think that was a pretty big expectation. And then also just from an expectation of like what was being required or being asked of me in my position, certain amount of hours each week. And so I think there were some outside expectations coming in and how could I be able to meet those as well?
For sure. Yeah, no, and that it's okay to say no. Like it's okay to be
Yes,
like,
that's
I
right.
can't do this additional thing because I actually just need downtime. I need white space. Like, or I
Yes,
need time to prep for what I'm doing next. And so that means I'm not available for whatever that thing might be. So
right.
beautiful. You did great. And what would you say to someone that was considering working with me?
Mm, yeah, I would say just being open, because there's so much content, there's so much information out there, and that you might kind of come in already feeling like I know this, or like in a way like, oh yeah, I've read that somewhere, or like kind of coming in with like you like probably could even finish your sentence, like
Mm,
thinking like this is what Elizabeth's going to say, and then you would say something completely different, and it would leave me like for the next week or so, like pondering that, and like really kind of like noodling those things. And I think if I wasn't open, like if I thought like here I'm just trying to like listen and then kind of keep that closed mind. If I did that, like it wouldn't have really sunk in the way that it
mm,
did for me. And like one thing that I love that you had and mentioned to me were just about seasons and like this in like prepare like I'm an accountant, so going through tax season's a big season. So how to even prepare in that. And I don't know, the way like being open to hear you say that, I think that was very important. And it gave me a whole new perspective in how to prepare myself in those seasons. So I definitely would say being open and
mm,
really showing up with just a mind that's like ready to absorb the wisdom that
mhm.
you have and that you give. It's tremendous. So
Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that so much. And
yeah,
as you experienced in working with me, since I've done this for over 17 years, it's not just like little tips and tricks. It's not just like,
right,
okay, this is a little worksheet and like do this and your life will be perfect. It's
right.
like your specific situation and saying, okay, Kelly, like this is what's going on. This is what you need to be successful in your life, in your particular situation, so you can really see the transformation that you want. So
Yeah,
good. I'm so glad that you experienced that. It was a delight to work with you. And thank you
you.
so much for being here today.
Yes, thank you so much.